say to me, two turtles.
Woohoo!
OMW, on my way to you. Good at what I do. I'm OMW, OMW, on my way to you. Good at what.
Guess we can rest a bit.
Welcome back, Mangler3. I'm here. We're going to continue with Genshin Impact. We were underwater. This is super duper deep underneath Fontaine. And it's not literally underwater. It's the Merusea village. It's sort of like an above water, underwater type thing. Maybe underground would be a better way of saying it. Sounded like we already had the game going. Of course, I got to get the controller set up. Would help if I plugged it in. All right. Ask about parts in the Merusea village. We had just discovered, he's kind of giving me a tour of his world. So Merusea guide. Discovered. Sounds like someone's calling out to us. Ah, you finally looked over. Hello there, tall stranger, and Paimon's Paimon, he's Mangler. I got it. Mr. Mangler and Paimon. Welcome to Merusea Village. Miss? Oh, so sorry. I'm just used to being considerate to the people in the village. Miss Paimon also looked like she could use some care, so I just called her without thinking. Paimon probably could use some more care indeed. Hey, Paimon cares for you all the time, you know. Still, what's your name? I'm Serene, just call me Serene. I heard you were trying to collect components. Did something happen? Explain everything that happened before Serene. I didn't think something like that would occur. This must be reported to Monsieur Neuvillette immediately. Thank you, Mr. Mangler and Paimon. If it weren't for you, something worse would have definitely happened. Definitely fallen. But Seymour still broke down. So that's why you were collecting components, yes? Yeah, though we weren't really sure how to fix him right now. We were thinking that after getting the components, we could go somewhere like the Fontaine Research Institute and find someone to help us. If that's the case, then please take this. Are these components, or are you just giving them to us? Thank you. Do you need us to help you with anything? Oh no. I didn't mean to use this to get your help or anything. Well, either Mangler or Mamiri are going to need these components, right? So just accept them. Thank you. I should be the one thanking you. Thank you for taking care of Mamiri. That child's always alone and never tells me about anything. So seeing her joyously talking with someone, and that someone being an outsider human friend as well, makes me happy. Though if I had more components, maybe they could solve the problem immediately, right? It's as I expected. It will take more hard work on my part to better assist everyone. Come on, you've already helped us. Anyway, we'll be taking these components. Thanks a lot, Serene. Right, where can we find more components? Let me think. You can check the areas around the village. If you're lucky, you might be able to pick up some scattered components. But this method alone isn't that difficult. So why don't you ask the villagers if they need help with anything? I'm sure they'll give components in exchange for that help. Got one. Ah, you look like you're from the outside. Would you accept my request for an interview? Well, we got reporters here too. A journalist, huh? Looks like I give people the same impression as a real one, huh? That said, I'm not a real journalist. I'm studying hard to become one, though. Just like the ones who write for the Steambird. Ah, there's a Merusea newspaper nowadays? I'm working on one of my own. I record the things that happen every day into it, and I make some drawings for it, too. Wait a minute. I'm the one conducting the interview. Why are you asking the questions? Well, whatever, as long as its content's newsworthy. Outland visitor reports business to Merusea chief reporter. Guest interested in future of Merusea news industry. That's our title. Ooh, I can pick it up. It's like in Zelda with the chickens flying around. Huh, never seen you around before. You're a new face from the outside, too. Normal humans don't come around here often. Are you an adventurer, then? I've heard they run around all over this place. Just like you. Is that true? I've been to a lot of places, indeed. Ooh, that's great. I want to join the Adventurers Guild in the future. That way, I can explore all sorts of places. Alright, it's decided. I'm going to be a great Merusea adventurer. It'll be dangerous, you know. Hooray for the Merusea adventurer. That sounds awesome. Let me let you in on a secret. Sometimes I sneak out of the village to play, but only for a while. I always get back before my big sister can find out. Don't tell her, alright? Theo. I wonder what sort of clothes are in fashion in the city of Fontaine. Are you wearing the latest and greatest by any chance? I doubt so. Huh. I do think that the clothes you're wearing do have a designer feel to them, though. I've never seen their like before. In fact, I thought they were some new fashion of a sort. I'd love to try something like that on. You love fashionable outfits, don't you? Sure do. Lovely clothes with their own sense of style can sometimes even give their wearers confidence in their beauty. It's a wonderful thing. People who are able to design such clothes are awesome. I, too, really love sewing and design work. Sometimes when I see beautiful clothes worn by the people of City Fontaine, I think, if only I could put something similar on. Can Meluseans wear human clothes, though? Well, of course not. Our bodies are very different. Even beautiful clothes made for children, wouldn't make good direct fits for us. But whether we be human or Melusine, our feelings toward lovely clothes are one and the same, and so I wish to create such clothes that Melusines too can wear. I've got to do my best in training. Huh? I don't think I've seen you before. Who are you? Oh wait, no, let me guess. You're tall and you look completely different from us Melusines. I know, you must be from outside the village. A deduction most brilliant. I mean, I'm just a trainee. That's why my skills are still lacking, but I've been training diligently every day. One day soon, I'll be able to officially join the Merusea Phantom. Why do you need special training? Why do you want to join it? You can do it. Yep, I'll do my best. Alright, so none of them give me any components. Maybe they mean you have to do more than just talk. Why have you got your fishing rod out here? Are you really fishing? There's water and a rod. Of course I'm fishing. To think that you outsiders don't even know that. What's this world coming to? Seriously. I don't think this has anything to do with global trends. I'm pretty sure Paimon knows what fishing is. That's true. You did fish Paimon out of the water back then, didn't you? Wait a minute. That's not the problem here. What Paimon means to say is, you know, that it's kind of weird for a Melusine to be using a fishing rod. Paimon didn't think you fished like that. I'm not being weird. I learned this from an outsider. De La Roche is a great person. She not only taught me how to fish, she also gave me a rod too. Hers looks nicer, of course, but that's fine. She's a professional, I'm just a hobbyist. Still, I've been waiting here for so long. Why haven't I gotten a bite yet? If that's the case, why don't you let us pros help you figure out where you're going wrong? Are you two really better than De La Roche? She's a professional with a pretty fishing rod. Humph. Looks like we might have to prove our skills, eh? But are there actually any fish here? Now that you mention it, there really aren't any. Paimon thought it was weird right from the get-go, too. Fish. De La Roche did say that not all waters have fish in them. Does that count as a fish? If that isn't a fish, could it be the reason I can't fish it up in the first place? Master Mangler, Master Paimon, please tell me, what must I do to fish that up? You sure are polite. Well, of course, we'll help you, but first off, what's that thing you're referring to? It moves very quick in the water, and it's so slippery it's really hard to catch. That does sound like a fish. Sounds like a Melusine, really. Seriously? Wouldn't it be weird if Ayara and the other Melusines were to play pretend fishing games together? Well, whatever the case, we can be sure that it's something that lives in the water. But since we can't really see its silhouette, it must be hiding deep down. The way Paimon sees it, we need to spread some bait out and get it to come to the surface. But it ate so much bait yesterday, I'm not sure if switching baits will help. Well, let's just spread some out and prepare our rod, and wait for it to bite. We don't know what it is yet, but oh well. What beautiful technique. Let me try again. I'll give you the bait, Master Mangler and Master Paimon, and then I'll ready my rod. Even though it's not a professional's pretty rod. Oh, that's not a problem. Just leave spreading the bait out to us. All we need to do is spread the bait cables here, right? Okay. Why is it all octopus? It's that thing, it's slippery. Beautiful techniques of fishing. That was just cruel. Places the weakened ball into a bucket. Octopus into a bucket. What lovely fishing technique. But this creature is now no longer beautiful. How did this happen? Sorry, we didn't think the thing you were talking about was the ball octopus, so it's my fault. I was concerned that it might attack us. Yeah, when there's danger at hand, you gotta strike first, you know. But well, don't apologize. It's in the bucket now, that's enough for me. If you say so, but seriously, how did the ball octopus end up here? Did it follow the flow and then fall in by accident? I caught it outside. Wait, what? I wanted to be sure of my skills at using the fishing rod, which is why I went to go catch that ball octopus, I think you call it. If I put it in here, I'll be able to fish it up whenever I want it. Or that was the plan anyway, but I waited and waited. It wouldn't bite no matter what. It's kind of concerned how you captured one and put it in the pool to practice fishing with a rod. But when we spread some bait out into the water, it came out just like that. Didn't you think of doing something like that, Ayara? I tried many different types of bait, like minced meat, breadcrumbs, worms, mince, components. Components? It would just eat them and disappear. I was starting to think that bait had no effect on it. Components. That, or it doesn't sound like bait. Best not to feed strange things to aquatic products. So ball octopi can actually eat mechanical components. So first, that's right. Hang on. What kind of name is aquatic products? Components are very, very important. Since we're not meant to be used as bait, I need to find a way to get them back. Anyway, Master Mangler and Paimon, please take this component as thanks for your help. Oh, it's fine. We didn't do that much. Anyway. Hey, but Delaroche said that you need to call people master when you ask them for help. And that they will like it and they will pay you, and that when you pay them consultation fees. Is that not the case? Please take this drag component. It will be very useful for you in Merusea village. Well, if you say so, Yara. Thanks a lot. Yes, I hope that I can learn more beautiful fishing techniques from you, too, in the future as well. Alright, that was number 2. Took a lot of talking. And 20 primos. Not bad. Serene, we already talked to. Already talked to those 2 people. The campfire down there. Already talked to the interviewer. How about Latine? Oh my, I've never seen you before, traveler. Would you like to try some of Merusea Village's specialties? Local specialties? I've got other things to do, so no thank you. Local specialty. That's right, let me introduce you. Here we use ingredients sourced nearby to make delicious dishes that match our tastes. I might be tooting my own horn here, but our specialties are well known among niche gourmets. The Steambird even included trying Merusea Village cuisine in their 100 heroic challenges to try this year. We're number 20 on the list. Also, I've recently come up with a new dish. Want to try it out? Routine takes out a dish with a blurry silhouette. The stimulating scent makes your eyes swell up. This doesn't look edible. You don't think so, anyway. You love making food, do you? Of course, not to brag or anything, but my food's the best in Merusea Village. I greatly treasure the expressions everyone makes after eating my dishes. In fact, I can't wait to see yours. How about it? Would you like to have a go? Well, cooking should require focus in all aspects, including color and scent. Sure, hit me with it. Contrary to its appearance, the dish is actually most refreshing. After a single bite, the pungent flavors also become surprisingly amiable. There's lots of things you don't know until you try. My food is pretty good, huh? I could tell from your expression. No components from you. How about Sidil? Huh, you're an unfamiliar face. Where'd you come from? How'd you come to our village? Oh, don't be nervous. You must be an adventurer from afar. Sorry, force of habit from work. I just wanted to say hello. A habit you picked up at work? So there are people from Merusea Phantom and Merusea Village too, huh? Well, that's a matter of course, though. Well, I'm just here on vacation. If I was one of my colleagues on the job, I wouldn't just be hanging around willy-nilly.
We'll need more where that came from.
Where over could be other people? Have I already talked to this person up here?
How have they not delivered the material
Sluasi. I don't recognize you. Why haven't the materials I ordered before arrived yet? The accessories you're wearing seem rather strange. My accessories? You spoke of materials you ordered. That's right, I mean gems I ordered from the merchant in Fontaine. I make all kinds of accessories out of gems, but conversely, I can't do my work without them. I just wish the goods would come in faster. Alright, it's time to leave. Somebody in the water. Hey, what are you doing under a waterfall? Are you gonna take a bath or something? If that's the case, we won't disturb you. What bath? I'm pondering some profound questions. If I must say, I suppose I am meditating. If you hadn't come thundering along and interrupted my train of thought, perhaps I would have already come up with the answers. Meditating. I read in a book that if you run into something and can't make sense of it, if you just meditate, maybe you'll find the answers. I didn't misunderstand that, right? Let's see, a human most strange and a rainbow balloon. You two must be from outside the village. Right, Paimon's Paimon, this is Mangler. Wait a second. You're right to say that we're not from here, but what do you mean a rainbow balloon? Oh right, you might not see it that way, but I almost forgot about that again. Let me think, right, Mangler, what does Paimon look like to you? She looks like a white specter, like emergency food, Paimon's Paimon. White specter. Wait, don't use the word specter, that's an insult. Interesting. But to my eyes, Paimon is more like a little rainbow balloon floating in the air, and her string seems to extend upward to somewhere above the sky itself. What the? Seriously? And yes, and just what does Mangler look like in your eyes, Paimon? Of course, Paimon's golden-haired traveling companion. Don't tell Paimon if you see something else. I forgot about the cat thing. Hold on. What I see, I must say, and then I see a monster that looks like it could swallow the whole world in a single bite. That's way too scary. Are you serious? Of course I'm serious. Perhaps you've heard that we Melusines can see things that humans cannot see. And for some reason I can see things differently, even when compared to other Melusines. I can always find some things that have been hidden. I have read that the nature of things is hidden beneath them, and this nature decides their future. Not that I know what that means. If that's the case, how'd you know we were outsiders? Well, though what we see is different, we can still find ideas that we have in common. Like, how can you tell a flower is still a flower no matter how strange the color, right? As long as I spend enough time with everyone, I can grasp the concepts that everyone talks about and then pretend to fit in. If you hadn't looked special in my eyes at all, I wouldn't have struggled to find the right concept to describe you. As I thought, it seems that I still have lots to learn. That's a whole bunch of stuff that Paimon didn't really get. On that note, we've been talking for ages, but we don't even know your name. What is a name but an artificial node that confers false uniformity on different perceptions? Still, everyone calls me Canatilla, and you may do so as well. Wow, you talk in such a roundabout way, just like a scholar. Roundabout. Is that how you see it? I don't usually talk with humans from outside, so I don't quite understand your methods of communication. I'm merely making deductions and inferences based on what I've read in books. You keep talking about what you read in books. Do Melusines read too? It must be really inconvenient for you to turn pages, right? I wasn't expecting there to be books here. Yes, an amazing scholar left them behind, all hidden inside a secret base. All of what I just said I learned from those books. There's even a book there that I couldn't understand. Meditation has allowed me to comprehend it, ever so little of it. But lately I have been making no progress no matter how I rack my brain. That's why I came here to meditate and try to find a way forward. A book that can't be understood. Aren't arcane secrets never meant to be known by anyone, usually encrypted in books like that? Speaking of secrets, that usually means treasure. Now that Paimon thinks about it, she's getting curiouser and curiouser. If you're interested, why don't I take you there to have a look? That book is important to me, and I must find a way to understand it. You appear to be knowledgeable, well-informed outsiders. Perhaps you'll be able to understand that book quite easily. I certainly solved a puzzle or two. Our experience tends to be more on the practical side. That's right, we're like super professionals at this. Come on, Canatilla, show us the way. Is this underwater? I'm trying to take a shortcut. Yeah. I think this will make it faster. And we're here. We dive down below this entrance, we'll find the place where the scholar once hid the books. Huh? Looks like an ordinary pond. What sort of entrance are you talking about? Alright, it is being hidden. After all, so you won't be able to see. Heh, just watch then. She takes something, looks like a key, tracing the air, unseen trail, soft chime, shallow pool before you suddenly becomes unfathomably deep. Well, here's the entrance now. Wow, Paimon couldn't tell you how you did that. Couldn't tell how you did that. Well, I can't quite explain it either. But while others can't see it, there are actually sorts of fissures here. As long as I use my token to draw a line across these fissures, I can do some incredible things. Huh, I see. That said, I don't know why they're only present here. As such, I did a lot of research until I found that indecipherable book. It has much to do with me and my token. I'm also certain that if I figure it out, I'll know why I'm special in this way. That's quite the burden. Nothing wrong with being special. Well then, that's enough of that. Let's go inside. I must find a way to understand that strange book. Well, that wasn't too deep. This whole water pressure thing is really confusing. It's like magic. Water's super deep, and then all of a sudden you go a little bit up. Water would totally fill this all in. So you can't understand it at all either, after all. Not a single word. I reckon we should look more closely. You stare at the runes on the page for some time. The runes slowly start to disintegrate and reassemble themselves, becoming new words. At the same time, your surroundings seem to recede, and you arrive in a strange new place. I see. This is a world where even sweet flowers and mint can't grow. Can you see it too? You turn around and look for the source of the voice, but you're suddenly awakened. Looking back at the book, it looks just like it did originally, as though nothing happened. So, did you discover anything, Mangler? It was like I entered a strange place. I think I saw the runes dissolving and then reconstructing themselves. That's weird. Did you just stare too intently or something? I knew you'd be able to see it too. Huh? Have you had the same experience, Canatilla? Is this what you meant by meditating? Yes, though I can't understand a single word in the book, I get a strange feeling from looking at it for long enough. It feels as if you're transported to another world, and then you can start to understand the book's contents. But as soon as you're awake, you're back to being unable to comprehend it. Then what have you seen before? Oh, wait just a minute. Ta-da! This is my notebook. I've written down everything I saw inside. That said, I wrote it all down while I was meditating. And I was sort of in a trance, so it might be a bit hard to understand. The Paimansi. Yep, this is really messy. Wow. It says something about Linus or something like that. Even when meditating, I can't make heads and tails of what comes before and after. As such, though I can understand just a little bit, I still don't know what it is really saying. If I'm not mistaken, however, the book is still missing a lot of content. The notebook does mention a few locations. Oh, so you mean that these locations might be clues? Locations, yes, the names of locations are written between important sections. Could it be trying to tell us where critical parts of the texts are hidden? I mean, I've guessed as much in the past, but I've never left Elenus, so... In that case, why don't you stay here, Canatilla? We'll go investigate the places in the notebook. Maybe we'll find the missing pieces. Places, either one. And besides, it's related to Elenus, so there's no way we're going to ignore it. Alright, in that case, I'm counting on you two. If you find anything, just bring it back. I'll be waiting here for you. Now we're looking for pages. So, this was not one of the other two people. But these are far off places. Well, not all far off, but that one's far off. Those are both above water. Let's do the below water one first.
You should really bring the Knights of Favonius with you next time.
Alright, we found one. I think we have to solve this puzzle together. Probably have to hit something. Oh. I already solved this one. Closer. Alright, pages 1 is done. The rest of them will have to work through. Hoping I can walk to this. Looks like I will. Or another little puzzle in a chest or something. Oh, I have to climb. climbs faster. This guy probably. Alright, it's right below me. Does that mean I have to go into a cave, or can I enter through the top? Just another shooting star. And there's a bird. The bird is circling me. Does that mean it's going to eat me? Oh no, it's a monster up there. If I make it to the top, he's going to knock me off. Unless I freeze it. Monsters kick up a mountaintop, cloud of dust, forces something. I wonder if this is meant to go the opposite direction. Here, why? Yep, there he is down there.
Next on the agenda. Leave it all to me.
Yeah, that chest out of it. And a purple thing.
We'll need more where that came from.
I have an idea. Let's do this. How do you change your world? Oh.
Guess we can rest a bit.
Just saw something. Here we go. Go back to 8. This will give us more reward. I'm pretty sure we can take on the harder stuff now. Okay. So we're still looking for this thing in... Maybe you have to dig to it? Is it a cave? Aha, it's a cave. Found the cave. We found the sword. Ah, these guys are a little bit harder. Got one. Got two. Yeah, we got him. Those things are annoying. We beat it on level 8. That is awesome. And that was one of the pages.
Forget it. It's not my concern.
Alright, next one is far away. The Book of Esoteric. Simple beat 'em up. What are these flowers? Two, and then a bunch of stuff lit up. Oh. Crystal emits a nourishing something. I'm guessing I have to defend them. Makes sense. Go right outside this circle. Stay in the circle. And the last one, probably. Yeah. Even more. Fourth round of them. And the big one.
Born of ice and frost.
Retribution!
As a good knight should. I must leave no stone unturned.
They're not even attacking me at all. We're just a race to beat them before they destroy this flower. And I think we can. Oh, that's a good point. Providing healing for me, and we did it. Sweet. Got them all. Last one's right here. Decipher the page.
Quality here.
Go underground again. That's right, we can go underwater. We did it. Here we go, Canizilla. Figure out what these books mean. These do look like the missing pages from the book. Let's try putting one back in, shall we? Insert page. And then we just need to concentrate and meditate on the book. like before. The edges of the page gradually blur after a spell of dizziness. We finally see it. Read countless volumes here. It appears that these books were left behind by an ancient order. Kingdoms rise and fall, and civilizations annihilated. No one will be born from the ashes, which these books refer to as Fortuna. It's somewhat rudimentary, but theoretically at least it bears striking resemblance to the computational scheme I formulated and termed world formula. All the records are blurred with age, but were I able to quantify them to some extent, they could be of use in my world formula calculator. No matter how many times I derive it, the result remains the same, though the result is not expected. Unlike the world depicted in these ancient texts, there will be no more new civilizations born, unless we consider introducing variables from outside the system. If it was that sort of power, there might be a chance. Here I found the magical techniques left behind by the Golden Troop. They seem to be referred to by various names. I'll go with this one for now. Based on my interpretation, it appears to be known as the seal of chemical marriage, and consists of 2 parts. However, it has been weathered too much to decipher any more information. Interestingly, I have encountered similar symbols in documents from the Narcissan Tire Institute archives. They look complicated, yet the underlying principles are quite clear. If the records prove accurate, there are some key locations within the realm remain. Related records may be found elsewhere as well. I should record my findings here for now, as they may prove useful. Wow, this time even Paimon could start to understand. Seems like confusion was all due to the pages that were missing before, huh? Awesome. Let's put another page in now, shall we? Insert page. After you start meditating, you attempt to understand it again. They blur incomprehensible shapes. Like before, brush your nose around you, return to the world as it were. Even more. I'm not going to read this. Pollution. No substantial evidence. Jacob has returned. Quite brave, also an idiot. Minor adverse reaction. Oh, so that Jacob guy seems to be our competition. Well, Paimon can read the words now, but the author intended meaning is still a total mystery. We'll just have to put this last page in and see what we get. Maybe the contents will link up or something. Jacob still eats Conrion. Records mention passages appearing in large numbers. Numerous dangerous monsters, like dogs, rift hounds. Oh yeah, we've seen them. As you read faster and faster, you feel into a trance. You arrive in this mysterious place, same voice rings out. No matter how many times I run the calculations before, your special necessary crew together, go back. Okay. Voice drifts away, the voice escape. Book of revealing form book, cipher, visions. So those are fade away, collapse, so again. You okay? Was that an earthquake just now? Earthquake? What earthquake? Nothing happened here. Everyone's getting a little dizzy. You look like you'd fainted. Didn't wind up in some ancient space again, did you? What's going on with that weird space anyhow? If you think about it, it's pretty dangerous too. What if you go in and can't get back out again? So, just what did I encounter inside? I seemed to have witnessed a premonition that someone had. I heard a prophecy that someone had made. Hey? Did someone say something in there? What kind of prophecy? That's real creepy. What you say is true, and it's exactly... This is actually the Book of Prophecies, isn't it? But why make the format so complicated if the author didn't want people to understand it? Wouldn't it have been better not to write it at all? Actually, I heard all kinds of sounds while I was meditating, but they were just songs of birds and flowers. didn't know anything about the prophecy you spoke of. It seems we must enter that space again to understand what's going on. If we meditate together this time, we should be able to enter it. Paimon's still worried. Paimon wants to come too. No way is she going to stay here alone. Once again, you focus on meditating, and the fear risks surrounding you. The world goes silent. You hear the tiniest of sounds, and a feeling that is wrath or perhaps grief wells up within your heart. Your very soul feels drawn into the mysterious sound. As you follow that sound, the whole world, utterly alien, supremely familiar, races to meet you. We're in a new world. Where the heck did we end up? Sounds like some sort of dreamscape. Must be a strange place you were talking about before. Even more vivid than before. Did the author of the book really create this place? And they hid such a big space inside it too? Well, Paimon doesn't know how they did it, but this place looks like a ruin. Also, we meditated with Canatilla to get there, but we're the only two people around right now. Did she fall somewhere? Did she? Oh no. It could get bad if she winds up in danger. Let's go find her. Hurry. Find her. And just tell me who's there. I see a little puzzle for the end of I want Caesar. That's Canatilla over there, right? Oh, she's disappearing. Uh-oh. Look who I found. And then come back to me. No. Or not. I'm going in circles. Since go a little bit. It's so tempting to go try that. Let's see if it should be. Ooh, we need electric that.
Whatever would you do without me? Emerge.
got a chest after doing that zapping. There's nothing to page though. Oh,
Well, what do we have here?
it says higher 10 meters. He's right there. Where'd she go? She was just here a moment ago. Wait, something on the ground. Pick it up, take it. Pick up a page from the book. See that? That's the conclusion of the world formula arrived at after countless calculations. The scene foresaw the destruction of the cataclysm in this world, where not even a sweet tower or a mint can grow. That's the end of all things. Do you believe it as at last? Whether you have arrived in this place via the Book of Revealing or the Looking Glass, lend me your strength, that we may avoid this future. Just as I said, the only way is... Is this same page the same as the ones we found before? How did it end up here? That's my mindset. It's easily readable. Is it because we're in this strange space? Cataclysm? Destruction? Some kind of apocalypse? Wait, even if Paimon can't read the words, it still doesn't make any sense. And if we put it together with the other pages, this appears to be a prophecy. So it's just as we guessed previously. So does this mean that this is the future the author wants to see? A world where even sweet flowers and mints won't grow? That's a terrible place no matter how you slice it. But if that really is the future, shouldn't the author tell everyone about it and find a solution? Why make a place like this? Maybe this is the only way everyone will believe it. Or maybe he had his own considerations. First, it's also mentioned some kind of looking glass. Seems like there are other ways to get in here. Still, Paimon doesn't think any of this will be much help in answering Ken and Tillis' question. Forget it. Who cares about some dumb prophecy anyway? The important thing right now is to find her. Let's keep looking. Up there? How did she get up there? And beside her, there's a rift hound. She's in danger. We get him? Knock him off the edge. You have to go down and find him? I'm not jumping down there. No sign of her or where she's gone. There's only this fellow here. That said, it doesn't seem he went to attack us anymore. That's a first for a rift hound, huh? It looks like he wants to say something to us. Not that we can understand it anyway. We shouldn't get too close just in case. Wait, is Paimon seeing things? What's an ordinary little doggy doing here? Where'd that rift hound go? Look at that dog. Mangler, take a look. Is there something wrong with my eyes? Might be a rift hound. Anything could happen in a dream. Is it trying to tell us to go through the passage over there? Judging from its reaction, Paimon guessed right. Who knows where that's gonna lead. But we weren't able to find her anyway, so she did leave me that way. Looks like there's no other route to take. Let's just try it, see what happens. It's R. Huh, we came right back. Or maybe we never even left. Oh, you had the same reaction as I did, Paimon. Canatilla, we were looking all over for you. Paimon kept calling out for you, but you never responded. The place was so dangerous, just as you ran around all over the place. Dangerous? The place we entered was so serene and peaceful, like a beautiful garden. Uh-huh. But all we saw was rubble. That's odd. I kept looking for you two back at this previous place. There were big trees and flowers everywhere, so I got lost. Fortunately, I followed the sound of a bird and then found a golden butterfly, which brought me to the top of the garden. What about the Rift Town? We saw you in a Rift Town. Oh right, the Rift Town even turned into a dog. Now it feels like Paimon is just talking nonsense. I saw a little dog too, on top of the garden. It was a cute little dog that nodded at me and helped me open the way out for me. I thought you both had gone somewhere else to play, and that I didn't need to worry, so I just came back here. And you, what did you discover? Nothing special, we found another page. Right, we found this inside. Though we don't know if it'll be useful, it looks like a page from this book. You open the page you found, show it to Kanatilla. The butterfly, it's the golden butterfly. Huh? What are you talking about? I can see golden butterflies flying out from the page, just like the one I saw in the space before. Never mind, solving anything, we've got even more problems on our hands now. Seems like you really did see something completely different in that space. If that space is the future predicted by the author, why'd you see a garden? Just thinking about that makes Paimon's head hurt. But it was very happy inside. I didn't even think about this question. Maybe that's what the book was trying to tell me all along. But even if we perceive differently, if we can communicate our feelings to one another, maybe the essence of things doesn't matter all that much after all. My mom wouldn't say that we had a great time in there, but if you figured things out for yourself, good on you. Still, that place is pretty sketchy, and we didn't yet have any clue as to what's up with that prophecy either. Speaking of the prophecy, this book makes it sound really scary. Sure, but what if things I saw were the real future? After all, such things aren't set in stone, are they? And since the book mentions other ways to enter that space, we may be able to figure out the book and its prophecy out if we find it. And then maybe we can meet there again in that space. It might be better if we just meet in reality. Also, Canatilla, don't go running around in that space anymore. Unlock a very warm place. And we finished the Book of Esoteric Revelations. It says we can decipher the page, we can read. Since memories can be made into books, if we reverse the logic, books can be written directly into memories. What is that? Is there something else you'd like to ask? Alright, so I guess we just go collect the pages and bring them back to her. There was one more strange part.
Leave it to me. All of it. Whatever it is.
See if we can find that last strange part. Got a little bit of time. Might be able to. I'm lucky. See if she gives any hints. Much left to do today. Any Melusines who might need our help? One moment, there's Veronata. She's earnest and hardworking sort. She's learning from Carbos. She says she wants to be able to help everyone. She's been struggling with some new medicine around me. I don't know about the details. I wish Carbos would be a bit more serious. What can I do? Not all that sure myself. Seems like someone new is developing medicine or something. But if you do go and help her out, I'm sure she'll be very happy, and I'll be too. And she is Merusea and Carbos.
My best today to help solve everyone's troubles. Hi, Merusea. Would you be willing to be my newest dish? I need to do my best today to help solve everyone's troubles.
It's Verda, not Veronata.
Today's a good day to try hard.
It's the Fisher Lady. Disturbing noise comes from within the bucket. So it actually does fit. If you tried harder, Master Paimon, you'd be able to fit inside too. But Paimon doesn't want to work hard.
I need to learn some fancier techniques. Finally a day. Time for me to get some well-earned rest. If only I had something more trendy. Today's a good day to try hard.
Tell me about the village. First time here, we're not to school. This is the home of the Melusines. As you can see, owing to the location, we don't get very many human visitors. Be sure to let me know if you run into trouble or if you need anything at all. Read the head? You mean the person in charge of everything? I don't think it describes me, I'm just a little older than the other kids. Everyone's big sister. My responsibility to help with day-to-day issues. That's right. I've got to look after everyone.
Help solve everyone's troubles.
What's in here? Anything? Anything at all? Nothing. be somebody else. Run around this whole village like 3 times. Maybe I'm following the cities and the buildings too much. Maybe I should go to the water. I don't think in there would go to a lonely place. I'm not in the village anymore.
I'll catch up.
Man, this can't be it. It's gotta be. Wait. There she is. Why don't they sprout? Hey, what are you so busy with? Is this what they call a home vegetable garden, right? A vegetable garden. Well, this is supposed to be a flower garden. Oh, I'm not a very good florist, am I? Hey, did Paimon get something wrong? Sorry. Huh. So this was what you were talking about previously when you said you had no flowers to give us, Ko-sensei. That's right, I planted all these seeds. There's nothing happened yet. They aren't all ruined, are they? That would be such a shame. You'd have to start all over in that case, wouldn't you? That's right. I mean, I want this beautiful flower garden. I don't want people to call it a vegetable garden. If that's the case, just let us, the ever-helpful helpers, help you. Paimon and Mangler, do you know how to garden? Can you help me? I've been known to plant some flowers and crops here and there. Ooh, that's so cool. My wish is to become an awesome florist, but the flowers I plant always wither. I tried transplanting flowers at first, but they always die. After that, I tried to start them off from seeds, but they just refused to sprout. Flowers are so beautiful, but raising them is so hard. But humans have gotten used to such hard work, so they have an easy time caring for flowers. Maybe humans just plant flowers in environments better suited to growing them. The environment. The humans who sell flowers also say that flowers grow better outside. But if I do that, it'll be harder for me to go care for them. It is said that all sorts of flowers grow in faraway places. There are all sorts of flowers in faraway places, and maybe, just maybe, some of them might do better in the village. If I can't go so far from home to collect them myself, hey, then you've met the right people. We, Paimon and Mangler, have traveled everywhere. We've seen all sorts of flowers. Wheel asters, for example, silk flowers, for example, naku weeds, sumera roses, for instance. That's right, you can find sumera roses everywhere in Sumeru's rainforests. It's a really tough plant. The rainforest is also pretty humid, so it's quite similar to Merusea village. Sumera roses. I tried planting other roses. Is there any difference between them and the ones in Sumera? You know, Paimon doesn't really know all that much about flower varieties, but its color at least is definitely different from the ones you find in Fontaine. But the Sumera rose's most distinguishing feature is its scent. You can use it to make great perfumes, and it's amazing when added to desserts. I've never seen such an exotic rose before, with a special scent, you say? I'd love to give a whiff of that. Odds are that Paimon will eat it before you get a chance. Hey, Paimon wouldn't do that. She'll at least wait till it's been made into a proper dish first. You think of any other suitable flowers? Silk flowers, for example. Silk flowers? What a strange name. Do they grow in the muck and mud? No, that's not it. If you're silk, it makes pretty clothes. The flowers together themselves are beautiful too, and they can even be worn. Pretty flowers from another land that you can wear. That's so cool. I wish I could see one right now. Can you think of any other suitable flowers? Winfield asters, for example? That's right. They grow in the wild and they're a tough breed. Maybe they'll even grow here too. Pinwheel asters. I've never heard of them before. Are they spiky or something? Well, not really. Windwheel are things you put in buildings. The big sails like flower petals, and the wind blows, they spin. Foot, foot, foot. Windwheel asters are called that because they spin in the wind as well. So they spin and make foot noises? Amazing. I wish I could see them right now. Can you think of any other suitable flowers? Knotweeds? That's a good idea. Knotweeds grow in places that's stormy all the time. Surely doesn't have weather that bad. Not cool weeds? Strange name. I've heard humans display flowers in horticulture fairs. Do humans abroad display weeds too? Well, no, knotweeds are a type of flower, not a weed. Even if the wind isn't blowing, they will gently shake when thunder can be heard. That's why the locals use them to predict the coming of a storm. Flowers that can vibrate by themselves? I wonder what those might look like. I'd really want to see them. Can you think of any other suitable one? I think that'll do for now. Well, since you're curious, why don't you help me look for exotic flowers? You really would? In that case, could I have all of them? Wait, no. I just want to be a responsible florist. One type would do for starter. What would you be willing to bring me? Let's go with some marigolds. That isn't something you see in Fontaine. Make for awesome bragging rights for the humans here. Being able to show it off to the humans, never dreamed such a day might come. Consider it compensation for Paimon's transgressions. Oh, that's fine. I'm already over it. Bring me the flowers from the inlands where I build the most beautiful garden. If you've made the decision, give those flowers to her. I have 990 of them. Insane. I haven't been in Samira that long. I guess I have. Distant lands flowers, flowers from distant lands. Now I have you in my hand. I will give you a component, your last one you're looking for. Phew, planting these flowers is pretty tough. What do you say? It was her and I did all the work. My mind was super concerned for them. The mental stress counts as work too. Flowers from distant lands, so strange yet so beautiful, my flower garden will be the envy of the humans. Yep, you don't often see them in Fontaine. Sure to show them off to people here a little more. I can't smell them without being reminded of the delicious dishes you can make. Rose custard, candied Edgenoleka nuts, a lamb-bed fish roll. So that's the one you love to eat. So many petals, so many colors. They have many colors. Combined to form this flower. Colors shift rocks back and forth. Can you even change color? Oh, I get it. Put them in a food. Food to start being a rainbow of shifting colors. No wonder you love the dishes. They must be really good. Paimon thinks you only see the multicolored food that changes color after eating some poisonous mushroom. Paimon didn't think you would see flowers so differently from us, and that explaining things would be so tough. My head hurts now. Why does your head hurt? Flowers are beautiful. I see them the same way. They are pretty, but I wouldn't call your perspectives exactly the same. I definitely share appreciation of flowers, though. No need to sweat the small stuff and concentrate on taking care of them. Yes, I must find some water to nourish my flowers. I'll fetch some for you. I'll leave it to me. Now I use my water filter. Probably right.
This world is full.
He's lousy with the water. Maybe he's not the best water drinker.
it must be. Delve into destiny.
Piece cake. Watch. That should do it. Leave the flowers to grow. Hope your garden blooms and prospers. Flowers from a distant land, I promise I'll cherish you and care for you. Two of you give me exotic flowers, and two must repay you. Things every bit as beautiful. Aha, you're making me blush. This component, the thing as beautiful as the flower? Yes, the component! Component both lovely and useful. I love collecting them every day. They make me very happy. You can call them useful, but beautiful? You find more beautiful. Yeah, that's true. Looking at them makes me happy. Human lives are so hard, I thought. So what do they do that makes them... What do they see that makes them so happy? I went to my human village, and I saw all the beautiful flowers they had. In Merusea village, were to be filled with all those lovely flowers, I'm pretty sure everyone will be very happy. That's why I decided to become a florist. One who will plant a lovely flower garden in our village. I will succeed, even if it means that I must give up some of my beautiful components and work as hard as humans do. Wow, Paimon didn't realize how much you're willing to do for the flowers you love so much. Your sacrifices won't be in vain. Paimon, pencil as she is, will continue helping you for sure. You could totally learn from her, you know, and make more you love so much yourself. Well, Paimon's got you. Super kind-hearted mangler around. Paimon only needs to do a little bit of work. Alright, success. That'll be enough. Let's head back. Hey, she moved. There was nobody here a minute ago. Hey, we collected a whole bunch of components. Will they do? It's exactly... You collected so much in such a short time. Amazing. Guess that's what I should have expected from Outlanders who experienced lots of things and met lots of people. Heh, we've done this sort of thing loads of times after all. That said, how are we going to use these components to fix Seymour? Don't worry, just leave it to me. Things will be alright, just like Father said. She opens the robot dog up along the slit in the back in a manner ill-befitting of repairs. Then she stuffs the scattered components on the ground into the dog, seemingly without looking, as one might when well practiced at one's job. With that done, she takes out a strange mechanical component from her pocket. It resembles an intricately packaged candy with some indecipherable runes carved into it. She embeds this into the gear into the dog's head, and with a clack, they come together. Components of unknown purpose skitter across the ground. She picks them all up. They are as valuable as more in this place after all. Well, will this really work? It might just be Paimon's imagination, but it feels like more components dropped than we collected in the first place. On that note, the thing you pulled out a moment ago seems kind of different from those components. This? Well, it's not a component, it's a token. A token? That's right, it was something we were all born with. Father said that if we put this in as well, we'd be able to cure Seymour. Wait, you were born with it? What does that mean? Actually, Paimon's not sure how Melusines are born in the first place. I'm not sure either. Now that I'm considering it, but in my first memories I had the token with me. That's how it was for everyone. Okay, then it's something really valuable to you. Yes, tokens are very important to us. They're different from ordinary components. They were the first memento we received when we arrived in this beautiful world. They are proof that we are alive. But if that's the case, why did you use it like that? Well, I didn't throw it away or anything. Seymour will be by your side, right? And he's this way because he tried to save me, so... Relay module detected. Environment check. Contaminated levels high. Activating in safe mode. Whoa, it suddenly moved. Unidentified life forms detected, related information entered. It was a pleasure to meet you, Ms. Mimir and your Mangler and Paimon. You have entered this data previously. It is an honor to meet you, noble Mangler and Paimon, the adorable little one. Thank you for your help in the previous altercation. I am prototype 4ACV07. You may call me Seymour. Up to today, for 1/7 times 10 to the 21st clockwork cycles, my functions were in hibernation, awaiting their awakening by my master, such that I may continue fulfilling my assignment. Huh? Hibernation? Couldn't you talk normally before, though? By normal speech, you refer to my pre-configured automated responses, yes? Uh-huh. Your observation is most sharp and almost comparable to that of my master. Previously, when you would bring my Artifice Clockwork Relay module nearby, Ms. Mimiri, my main voice unit, would be automatically triggered. An Artifice Clockwork Relay module? Are you referring to her token? I apologize, but I cannot answer your question. I do not understand the meaning of this token you referred to. As such, I can make no judgment as to any relationship between the token and said Artifice Relay module. Regardless, while hibernating, I would artificially play preset responses to specific situations to ensure that my voiceover units would work properly once energy supply was restored. Uh-huh. In other words, you were just playing fixed lines before? Is that what you mean? Affirmative. Your understanding is completely correct. Paimon, as befits your elegance and wisdom. A large amount of energy is required to operate my normal language processing unit. A logic unit actively shuts off when power supply cannot be guaranteed so as to prevent complete loss of my functionality. So that means, all the things you said to me before were just pre-written? Affirmative. Your understanding is correct, Ms. Mimiri. During my previous hibernation, our interactions were all performed through the playback of recorded voice assets. However, my visual and information processing modules were not shut off, so I do have paintings you displayed in my memory unit. I can recognize more than 103,900 different styles of art, but your art does not match any of them. As such, I can reasonably infer that your art has unprecedented artistic value. I did not mention this before using my preset voice assets, so consider this append to my previously related comments. But really? Affirmative. You see, the only reason people don't understand your art is because your style is too unique and new. So don't worry about it. You'll get in the future for sure. Thank you, Seymour. Paimon, I was afraid that. See, even Seymour says so. You've got to believe in yourself and believe in us too. We understand your paintings, and truly they are beautiful. In any case, thank you for your help in restoring my lost relay module. This way, I will be able to better fulfill my mission, protect my master. By master, you mean Mimiri? Is that why you suddenly activated to protect her when she was in danger? Negative. I am infinitely grateful to her for taking care of me during my hibernation. However, she is not my master. My master is... I apologize. Some of my memories have suffered light damage. Inference caused by previous damage. Unable to locate data relating to master. Reason for previous emergency activation is unknown. That should not have happened. I must schedule a logic unit maintenance. Well, why don't we have something to eat, Seymour? You've never eaten anything before. Maybe you'll figure something out once you've had your fill. Not every problem can be solved by eating, you know. Just most of them. Estimated data damage. High. Attempting global search for relevant information. Searching last reported segment. Failure. Critical data damage. Search procedure has been forcefully terminated. Are you really okay? Feels like you're getting worse somehow. Thank you for your concern, Ms. Paimon, but don't worry. I was merely running a self-diagnostic. I can confirm that everything is operating normal. What's going on? It was accompanied by an earthquake this time. Warning, extreme increase in environmental contamination detected. For your safety, please leave this place to avoid irreversible damage. What? What kind of contamination are you talking about? What's going on? Mangler Paimon, father says it's dangerous. Hurry. Father again? Wait, what danger? What do I have to hurry and do? The scattered Melusines. Danger. No time to explain. Please help me. Whatever the case, Mangler Paimon has a really bad feeling about the quake just now. Maybe it has something to do with what Mary was talking about. Let's get going. Very bright. This is new. Aha! New waypoint. Let's see if we can make it to their wait a second. Why would these things be lost in there? Torture. They're not attacking me at all.
As a dutiful maid will stay as still.
That's the monsters got rid of. No malice in sight. You've gotten in trouble down there?
Wonderful.
Into the mist. There really is nothing here. Are you sure this is the place? It should be. Father could be wrong. Still, Paimon didn't expect Seymour to die. Affirmative. I'm equipped with the latest multi-use diving gear, with which I may always accompany my master in those components with pure water. The... Huh? Oh, Mary. What are you doing here? Whoa, where'd you come from? Sorry, did I scare you? Those monsters just kind of kept jumping out of those glowing circles, so I hid in the cleft of these rocks. It's all good as long as you're okay. Are you alone? No, there's a friend of mine who's been trapped over there. The child's name is Puka. Tall one. Could I ask you to rescue her? Leave it to us. Let's go. How the heck do you open that? I bet you have to hit this first. Cut the seagrass. We just had to hit all through. Thank you, tall person. Thank you, good-hearted Spectre. Hey, hang on a second. Who are you calling a Spectre? Paimon's Paimon. This is Mangler. Anyway, what was that just now? Are you two in a... Why are you two in a place like this? I don't know what happened earlier. The ground started to shake, and this scary, scary monster started to show up. Puka and I were here to pick up those beautiful stones. We've been here many times, and this never happened. Nor have we seen those frightened creatures. So I've been wanting to say this. Why is Mamiri here? Mamiri brought us here. Huh? How did you know where we were? We were here. Father told me. He told me you were in danger, and that I should ask them to come and save you. Father? Ah, I see. So it was Father who asked you to come save us. Thank you, Mamiri. Okay, so you know who Father is? Celesti? No. Still, Mamiri always talks to herself about how she's able to speak to Father. I've always supposed it's her imaginary friend. She's largely alone otherwise. I don't know what's going on, but thank you all the same. Don't thank me. I didn't do anything. Father's the one who told me what to do. My apologies for interrupting, Miss Mamiri. Miss Puka, considering our surroundings, I suggest we leave this place post-haste to avoid further attacks. Another dog appeared. Calm down, Puka. It's a robotic dog Mamiri picked up before, right? I couldn't move before, though, could it? Keen observation, Miss Clasty. Regardless, my logic circuits recommended that we not tarry. Please allow me to escort you to a safe location. Contamination index here is exceeded the threshold of human tolerance. Contamination index? Could that be related to my hallucinations I saw earlier? A safe place. So, do we just need to go back home? Yep, Paimon doesn't know what Seymour means by this contamination index stuff, but we might get attacked again if we stay here. Let's get you all home safe first. Got it. Thank you, Paimon. You've got a good heart. Hehe, alright, let's go. Whoops, I went it underwater and I'm above ground. I accidentally teleported to the wrong place, so it's gonna take me a while to get back. I'm gonna go ahead and put a cut in the video for this week. I'll see if anyone else is on. We can go ahead and raid. Oh, I feel bad for raiding Tyler 3 days in a row, but let's just do it. Just to be annoying. Tyler Salt, here we go. Alright, have a wonderful week, guys. We'll see you guys later. Probably next Friday or so.